much. Roundtable on the phone now is Hanzi. I need to talk to him. I am a huge Hanzi fan. There are plenty of times that he gets mad at me and thinks that like I don't like him or something, and it's not the case. I love him. As far as whack packers are concerned, he fits the mold. One of my favorite things about a whack packer is they're fun to impersonate, and Hanzi is. And it makes every one of his calls so entertaining. I often hope that he's okay kind of thing, because you can tell he's just so upset about different stuff. But he's got good news this week, and it's fantastic. Howard has offered him a radio show, at least one. And I'd love to talk to him and find out, I'm really excited to hear from it, and I'd love to hear from him. So let's get, without further ado, to the show. Welcome, Hanzi.
Yo.
Hey, buddy.
Yo, what's going on, man?
Now, look, is it Hanzi or Hanzi?
You can call me either or, man.
No, I want to know what you would prefer.
Okay, see, the thing is, my real name is Imran, right? And people call me Imran. So then I do Hanzi, and then people go Hanzi. It's because, people don't know how to do Imran. I just found it funny that, over my lifetime, no one can pronounce Imran, but then they can pronounce Hanzi, but not Hanzi. You know what I mean?
Everyone's messing
with you. But now I know. Now you're Hanzi. It's a done deal.
No, go on.
Buddy, congratulations.
Yeah, I know, man. First of all, Mutt, I don't hate you. I know part of your job is to not harass, but poke fun at time.
I stir shit a little bit.
And I get sensitive because what's it called? I sometimes I feel like the Stern universe doesn't really like me too much, so I do get upset. But thing is, after a while, I can at least put it away. After a while, I can just chill at my house and stuff like that, and not have to worry about it for a bit. Just when I go online, it's all hell breaks loose sometimes. That's my only issue sometimes. You know what I mean?
I really appreciate you calling into the show, because I'm really looking forward to this, and I'd like to sort of find out some info. All we've heard so far is that they are going to offer you this. Have they contacted you yet?
Not yet. I was actually going to call in yesterday, but then I normally pass out during the show afterwards sometimes, and I had to catch the replays. And I was going to call back in, and I was going to call back in today. I was going to call today, but it was a packed show, so I didn't get a chance to. So
yeah, very guest friendly, full today. Tim is supposedly going to contact you. They talked about how they would have to have you fly down here to do a show. Is that an option? Is that something you could do?
Yeah, I'm totally about coming to New York. It just, I guess because I have a fear of just leaving my house in general. Just because I don't know, going to the States, being a Muslim and stuff like that, I just get a little, paranoid that I'm going to get searched, and also because of the way I stutter on the air and all that, people assume that I'm going to be a danger to society when, I know I go nuts and everything like that, but I'm, the least violent person. I would never, try to hurt anyone or anything.
Well, look, I want to talk to you about that, but Kaplan is, itching to get in on this.
I just love when someone has to tell you they're not violent. That's usually the first step towards violence.
He's saying he's not he's a non-violent Muslim.
I just want to just give an update real quick, and then I'll get off the show, but, just so Hanzi knows and the audience knows, I had a meeting with Tim today about the Hanzi show.
Great.
And
you just did it. You called him Hanzi, and then a second later you called him Hanzi. It's tough.
Which one is it, Hanzi?
Hanzi.
And I had a meeting with Tim, so this is something that's being discussed. It has not fallen through the cracks or being forgotten. And I volunteered to fly out to Canada and produce it, because that is how much I'm excited about this show.
That is a great idea. That's very exciting.
Yo, me and Jason can just fucking smoke weed, man. That'd be awesome.
X-Nay on the weed bay. He's.
I forgot.
If you're gonna smoke weed, he'll have to wait and do it in 3 more weeks.
Oh yeah.
Look, I understand. You're in Canada, so you would not only have to come to New York, but I mean you're coming to America, and you know that you got conspiracy theories. So I could see you coming to New York City might be a tough thing. That's why I was wondering, would you be willing to do that? Is it something you'd be interested in?
No, I would, because when I cross the border and then they ask me why I'm going there, and I go, every time I've done it, and I go Stern Show, I'm going to the Stern Show, they'll just start smiling, and then they'll go, who are you on the Stern Show? I'll be like, Hanzi, and they go, oh, you're Hanzi, and then they'll call their worker over and then go, yo, that's Hanzi over there. Like, so it's like never been a problem for me to get over to New York ever. Like, it's always been like friendly on the border. It's been pretty easy. But like at first, when they find out my first name and all that, they start asking questions like, oh, so you're from Pakistan and all that. And as soon as I mention the Stern Show, they just leave me alone, whatever.
Wow, Homeland dollars at work there.
Yeah, Pakistan, Muslim, he's coming into the country.
The fat lunatic.
He's got issues that could come up.
But
They might make him do that extra shit. You know, they got to search him more.
The most important question is, does he have a hockey mask and a dolly he can be strapped to, a la Hannibal Lecter, so he can come through customs safely?
No, I just have a cricket bat, man. Sorry.
Oh, good.
Hannibal Lecter.
Have you thought about what you'll do with the show? Like, do you know what you want to discuss? Have you thought about having anybody on the show with you?
New World Trade Center attack?
Well, I mean, if Jason's going to come produce it, that's cool. But if I flew to New York, I was thinking if it ever became like a permanent thing, maybe that like there's this comedian that I interact with, that I talk with wrestling, conspiracies with, and just music and all that. And this guy's name is Marty DeRosa, whatever.
Do you have an assault weapon and a banana clip?
And no, so it wouldn't just be a conspiracy show. It'd be like just my experience in life, how I became a Stern fan, and then I get into conspiracies and how I think the world is run. But then plus like the stuff going on in the news and all that type of stuff. Like,
love it. The Hanzi News Show, and we can find out
live at 5
what's really happening. Okay.
Well, I mean, it's just my guess. I'm not as privy as Alex Jones is, but I have theories or whatever, you know what I mean? And I know people are not going to agree with it. People are just going to get a kick out of it, you know, and that's fine, whatever. But I just hope, like, I can just get a chance to, whatever. I come across better when
medicated.
Just when I'm nervous, I just stutter a lot, and that's the only thing I'm worried about is the amount of stuttering that I do. 'Cause I don't really talk to anyone really, so this is like the most I've talked to human beings in like the last few years, really. You know.
Look, I could see why you'd be worried about that, but honestly, people love your stutter. So like, even if it happened, like, I don't know, people would enjoy it. So it's not like you had to worry like you ruined the show because of it or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm always overanalyzing. Like even right now as I speak, I'm analyzing whether you guys are making faces like, oh my god, this guy keeps stuttering, like rolling your eyes. Like I analyze everyone's like reaction like all the time about what the potential reaction could be and all that. I don't know. I just go crazy about that.
We're passing coded notes to each other.
Anyone that's going to tune into the show is a fan of you, Hanzi. So I wouldn't worry. We've all heard your calls. You know, anybody that's listening is going to be excited to hear you on air.
Buddy. Come
Honestly,
on.
I've never heard anybody say that they hate you. Everybody has haters. They do. And it's like, oh, that high pitch, you know, I love high pitch or I hate high pitch or whatever it is. I've never actually heard anybody say that they hate Hanzi.
Well, Howard hates it.
I just did it again. I switched from Hanzi to Hanzi.
Howard hates Imram.
Yeah, but in fairness to Hanzi, the issue is like, I really like him right now. The way he's talking right now, he's really likable.
Medicated.
Whatever it took.
I think it's when he gets emotional, when he gets upset.
Exactly, but whenever he was talking to Howard, I was anxious. And I felt bad for the guy that he's so fired up. I mean, it's good comedy, but the issue is that I really like him right now, and I think he could do a really good job, and Howard supports it.
Hanzi, when you get fired up like that, like when you calm down, do you feel better or are you still upset? Like I remember at one point you were like at a party and you were convinced people were trying to kill you and you were calling Gary. Like the next day, are you still feeling that way or do you get to chill and go, oh, I was overreacting?
See, I see people were acting like really strange. I think the thing was I think people were calling other people going, oh, yo, the guy from the Stern Show, Hanzi's coming here, and like I think they got more of a crowd at the party, and because like they're acting shady about it, I kind of thought like something was like they were gonna
they were gonna fuck with you.
Yeah, and the reason why I think I go nuts like more on the air, I think when I'm talking to Howard, it's like he's like the Godfather, right? And I'm like calling him names and I'm like venting at him, and it's like if you go to Tony Soprano and you start cussing him out, like you're gonna be worried that this guy is gonna just cut you off.
He's gonna whack you.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just like I can't believe like he's saying this stuff to Howard. You know what I mean? Like, I like Howard. I love Howard. He done a lot of good for me. But like, I also think he's fucked with me at times. So
but your last message said, you know, that you hope he dies and you hate him. Like, was that just you were angry and now you're better? Like, you don't feel that way now?
No, I was being, because, like, okay, this is what happened. It's like, right when I woke up, I make the mistake of just going online sometimes, and I got barraged with, like, a bunch of, like, conspiracy theorist troll type shit, and I just went ballistic, and then Shuli called me right when that happened, and because I just woke up, and because I just read all these messages, I was, like, just about to explode, and then, like, I said all that shit.
Take Bubba's advice, okay? Don't let the marks work you into a shoot.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm finally getting it now, man. Just sometimes you can't, like, just hold back. Sometimes you just want to, like, say the most evil shit to people, like, who just try to put you down. And I gotta, like, I don't know, I gotta be better than that. I know that, but, like, just sometimes it's hard, man, like, because people just want to fucking provoke you all the fucking time.
Well, you know, look, getting a reaction out of you is fun. It is. Like, I'm telling you, it's fun to hear you get all upset. But, you know, stepping back, I sometimes I just feel your pain. Like, I feel bad. Like, it's like, oh, man, I hope he has a better day tomorrow.
No, and see, I always got the impression that, like, you thought, like, I hated you. I just, cause sometimes you're in that position of, like, a super fan where, like, you're just having fun with the show, and then I think because I'm already going through all this that I go, is Mutt trying to add to it, and I get all pissed off about, you know, I don't hate you, even though I've said things online towards you and all that. I don't mean any of that, and I'm sorry if I ever, like.
That's cool, buddy. We're good. Now look, every phone caller would like to talk to you, and the panel would like to talk to you. Mind if I take some calls?
Yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Cool. All right. CW. Oh shit! Did I do the right one? Yeah. CWB in Tennessee.
Hanzi. Love you, dude. I love you. You're like I'm nervous talking to Hanzi right now.
What would you like him to do with this show?
All the time.
Dude, I think we figured out it's Hanzi, right?
Correct.
Okay, cool. Hanzi, I love you, dude, and I'm looking forward to your show when it comes on. And I follow you on Twitter. Anybody needs to follow, everybody in there, follow Hanzi on Twitter.
Hanzi, what's your Twitter handle?
Crazy Packy.
Can I warn people before people follow me that at night, if I'm, like, really pissed off, I'll, like, go off on something. So, like, sometimes it's crazy. I suggest you don't follow me, but if you want to follow me, Hanzi83. But I mean, it's not, like, the most. It's not really that entertaining at times. You know what I mean?
Okay, at Hanzi83. And if you get upset, don't bitch to him because he told you not to follow him.
Oh, it's fucking great.
It is great. It's a fabulous account to follow.
I love you, Hanzi. I love you.
Thank you, buddy.
Man. Much respect, man.
Jim from Raleigh, you're up.
Hanzi, man, don't you, with your new radio show, if you get one, the Illuminati is going to be more aware of you and your thoughts. You know that, right?
That's the whole point, man.
So you're not concerned about that?
I'm trying to sell my soul, man.
So are you going to be pro Illuminati or con? Because I don't think they like any spotlights on them, buddy.
I don't know, man. I guess I'll keep poking at them until they have to, like, really get rid of me. You know what I mean?
You want them to off you?
Why not, man? What a way to go out.
Can't think of a reason off the top of my head. No, sure.
See, Hanzi is a true believer because he wants this show so he can prove the Illuminati exists. And if that means letting them kill him, so be it.
Yeah.
Okay?
Man.
Cap.
It reminds me, I love the show Doomsday Preppers, and it reminds me of, like, they want the world to end to be proven right, you know? That's what Hanzi is.
No, dude, I don't want the world to end, but I mean, like, at some point, people just can't see, like, the stuff that goes on and then go, it's just a coincidence.
I don't want to say goodbye to Hanzi. I like talking to Hanzi. We really have to take a break? Can we stretch it a little? Hanzi, can you hold on?
Yeah.
Hold on during the break. We'll be right back. I got to take a commercial. You guys at home, 888-STAR-101. We are back. Hanzi's still on the phone. They're going to put him up right now. I love it. We got other stuff to discuss, and I got a panel here, too. So, I mean, I certainly could just sit and talk to Hanzi the whole freaking time. But instead, I'm going to sort of incorporate Hanzi into our discussion. You there, buddy?
Yeah, man. What's going on?
Sweet. Have you? I know you got this comedian guy that you said you would have be involved. Have you considered any of the Whack Pack, any of the other Whack Packers, or anything like that?
Well, yeah, if this show becomes like a thing, like I could have like regular people from like the show or Whack Packers come in and give their opinions on stuff like that. Like I'm not like against like having anyone on to like debate and have and give their views on. Like I would invite like guys like High Pitch on or
John the Stutterer.
I could talk to Eric the Actor about wrestling, man. I mean, it would be hype, man.
Well, look, before I start going through the other topics and the callers and stuff, I got to ask. You said one time that Howard, you made a big deal about Howard and the Illuminati, and you talked about how you felt that he was part of the 9/11 conspiracy, and that he had to stay on air, like it was planned that he stay on air to help like push the conspiracy. Can you give me a little bit about that?
Yeah, okay, for sure. No, okay, I think if the world works like this, like if like you want to sell your product, but then there's higher ups in this world who go, oh, if you want to make money, you got to sell our product to make your money, and unwillingly you got to do it. And I just want to state that like I don't think half these celebrities or politicians are in like this type of occultic type of thing that I was talking about. I think it was more in the 90s and 2000. I always say when Howard left regular radio, that was like a symbolism of him leaving the system, because when he went to Sirius, the whole
so when he broke away from the Illuminati.
That's what I think. Cool. Because everyone was shitting on him when he moved to Sirius. Everyone was like, oh, he's not getting any listeners. They're totally downplaying how it was growing and all that. And
it's like when you leave Scientology.
Yeah, I think any celebrity who leaves like the system, they'll be discredited, or they'll be humiliated in public. Like I think for example, Charlie Sheen, 2009, he spoke out about 9/11. Then the next half of the year, this guy's having hookers, just having violent crime with hookers. This guy's getting kicked off his own show.
What does that mean? That like they sabotage his career?
Sabotage.
Even Sylvester Stallone on TMZ, when they're asking about somebody breaking into his house twice and stealing his car and running off a driveway, running off a cliff, whatever, Stallone was hinting that higher forces were behind it. He goes, no, trust me, Charlie's a victim. He's not as crazy as you think.
So this is the kind of information we could get from your show?
This is the kind of thing I want. And the one celebrity that got my attention about it for sure was Dave Chappelle, because this guy was like the most popular dude ever.
And then they like swept him off to Africa, right?
This guy just disappeared. Like I understand not taking a deal, but just the fact that his whole career just like it just vanished, and everyone is like just shitting on him the whole time. It just made me think, and I see interviews on YouTube about how he was forced to like wear a dress on like a movie, and he didn't want to do it, and they kept saying, oh, yo, you gotta do it. Every comedian, every celebrity has worn a dress.
But they did that to ruin his career with the black population?
I don't know, but like it's just funny how he just disappeared around the time that like a law show was happening. So I just think that a lot of celebrities know about stuff that's going to happen, but they can't say shit about it. And it's
would Randy Quaid be one of those people?
What?
Randy Quaid. Howard mentioned Randy Quaid this morning.
Yeah, exactly. Randy Quaid.
Maybe that's a person you should do a show with.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind, because that guy was making fair points. Even the David Carradine's brother was saying that he thought his brother was murdered. He didn't think he hung himself. Like just like a bunch of weird shit going on, and people just brush it off. And
see, Hanzi studies this shit, and he finds the detail.
I noticed that this morning, and I thought of you, Hanzi. I thought that was very strange that he brought that up. There's no way.
See, Hanzi could get celebrity interviews for his conspiracy show. I love it. These people don't need to be co-hosts. He could just be like an interview that he does with them. You had a question for Hanzi, right?
Yeah, I did. Hanzi, it's Neil. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, man?
Good, thanks. Good. At the break, I was talking with Jason. We were all sitting around talking, and I had a question. Are there certain points, like times during the day, where you're more subdued, and other times you're more energetic?
I think I'm more energetic when like because the thing is, like, I need to be in person with people. When I'm on the phone, it's like I can't read the room properly. Like, in a sense, like, I don't know if people want to talk, and I'm going to be talking over them, so I just get worked up and like.
But if he's going to come to Canada, let's say, and you're in your own comfort zone, within your own walls of your own home.
Yeah.
Is there a certain time of day that you're actually really calm, like you are now, and can do a really good show? Because they want to focus this show around you, and I think this is great Hanzi right now.
No, that's cool. Like, I can.
No.
Angry Brent's interjecting.
No.
No, like.
No.
I think that like right now you guys are saying that I'm subdued right now.
No.
I think right now I'm going crazy like right now I think I'm
really crazy. Hanzi, Imran, speak up. No.
All right, man. What the hell's going on?
No, that you can hear those voices. They're not on the radio. They're in your head.
Oh yeah. Okay, cool.
That's Angry Brett.
Yeah, I know. I'm a big fan of that guy. That guy was hilarious last time he was on. I remember he was.
Well, like to be hilarious this time. You don't shut the fuck up. So how do we know what I'm?
We're interviewing him.
But it's a whole show.
Okay, let's go to some callers.
Super Hanzi Roundtable.
I'm very excited for Hanzi. He's getting a show.
Well, it's a very new definition of celebrity.
Let me talk some of these Hanzi calls.
Oh, sure.
Rich in Boston,
Small
you're on the
losers.
Roundtable.
Guys, I have to interject here. I know the last time Hanzi was on, he sounded like he was going to show up in New York and start hurting people. And I think you guys, it's kind of sad how you're just totally pandering to the guy right now. Yeah, he's calm, but Steve, come on. You know the guy is dangerous. You're afraid of him. And what are you doing? Oh, Hanzi, you're great. We love you. Blah,
I'm
blah,
not. He's
blah.
a fucking nut job.
And keeping him in Canada.
They let Debbie in the studio. I think Hanzi deserves to be here too.
Him and his
I've
Kalashnikov.
had Bigfoot
I'm
into
not
the
saying
show.
because
I mean,
either you can't tell me he didn't frighten you the last time he was on the show.
Yeah,
Well, maybe, but then they have people like Debbie come in and Bigfoot, and he's a whackpacker.
Look,
at the end of the day, he's crazy.
I've honestly, when he gets like that,
Totally pandering to the guy because
when he gets like that, I just feel bad for him, only because like I feel like the guy's so upset over nothing. He thinks something's going on, he's upset, and I think like I feel like he's a tortured soul. I don't worry that he's gonna be like Bigfoot and stick a sword through the door to attack police.
Howard should fire Ronnie and hire Hanzi. Hanzi the limo driver. Hanzi the bodyguard.
Hanzi, are you violent?
No.
I see the size of him. I could be violent.
No, I don't. I've never really been violent. Like, I think last time I was really violent was like when I was 13 years old. Really, man. Like, I yell. I think I overcompensate with yelling because I don't get violent. Like,
Do you have a driver's license?
No.
Let's get Tom and
Thank
San.
God for small mercies.
Let's get like road rage. Tom from San Jose, you're on with Hanzi.
I completely agree with Angry Brit. Too much Hanzi, too much fucking Hanzi. But I just want to say one thing. It's proven this week that Ronnie's gone senile because he's saying that he can beat Scott DePace in a fist fight, and then he picks Stephanie as hot chick of the week. They got to
She's really averagely cute. Come on.
What are Ronnie's true qualifications for security, though?
He's a horny old guy.
He's taken a class.
A class?
Yeah.
At the community college?
He took a security
Traffic school.
Something. He took some sort of class.
Bouncer 101?
He represents the Lollipop Guild, though. So
Ask Napkin Ed. They say too much Hanzi. I might as well, let's get you involved.
Another loser.
No, Hanzi's good. I would do a show with him.
He has not offered to have you on his show.
Yo, Eddie, I want to be a guest one time, man.
Yeah, I like Hanzi. He's good on the air.
Good. What are you calling in for, buddy?
I don't remember.
You know what? Neither do we.
Okay, I'll ask you this. Howard isn't sure if he should get the flu shot. And he's like tortured over it. And his mother, and he's got this whole thing, and he's going to get it, he's not going to get it. What if he gets it and he gets sick? Or, people are, conspiracy theorists are like, don't take it. It's the medical companies are trying to trick you. What's your take on it? What should he do?
Oh, I would never get it. You know what they do? They put a microchip in the flu shot.
They chip you with the shot.
A Hanzi level of insanity. Perfect.
No, they don't put a chip in you from the flu shot.
No. Now you're being absurd.
I don't know what they do. They do something.
Hanzi, what do you do? What is the problem with the flu shot?
I don't know, like, people said that there's, like, people have said, I don't know if this is true, but people said that there's mercury in the flu shot or something like that.
So that they can trace your location, correct?
No, that's an RFID chip, whatever. That's what they want to put in people eventually. But no, the flu. They said the flu is like the flu shot has caused more deaths than like gun violence apparently or something.
Yeah, if it doesn't, if the flu doesn't.
Bring the call down. Listen, we're 30 seconds away. Just keep them talking. I almost have a location.
Okay.
I'm almost there.
You almost got it traced?
Keep Hanzi talking.
Keep him on the phone.
30 more seconds.
Fuck you, Jason.
The flu shot talk. Should Howard take it or not? You say that it causes more deaths than what? The plague? What?
I don't know. Listen, whatever Howard does, he's gonna be fine. All right, nothing's gonna happen to Howard.